Welcome! We are going to show you how to use LitKit's Response Tool to simplify the drafting of answers to complaints and responses to discover requests. To start, we click on the Response button on the LitKit ribbon. It will open a panel that contains form objections and responses tailored to the type of response you're drafting. In our case, requests for admissions. You can enter the names of the parties here to automatically add them to the form objections. If the responding party is plural, you can indicate this and the form objections and responses will update accordingly. So let's go back and try to insert a form objection. You simply choose where in the document you would like to add that objection, and then select the objection from the panel. This will insert the language. If the form language includes a reference to the request number, this will be reflected automatically. Let's do this again in a different response. The current request number will be reflected. If you don't like the preset form language, you can edit it by clicking the Edit button next to the objection or response. You can select an alternate preset language or edit as you wish. The updated response will then show up in the panel and can be inserted in the document. You can even add your own form language. Just click on the Add New Response button. We'll just add a random objection here. Note the placeholders you may use as noted in the bottom of the panel, including for request number, as well as shortcuts to add formatting to the response. You can also add formatting by clicking on the buttons at the top of the text box. Here we will add Underline. You will find your new objection at the bottom of the panel, or you can search for it using the search bar. Just like before, click on the response to insert it. The changes to the form language and any new responses you add will stay with the document. If you would like to reuse them in a new document, you can simply export them as an XML file. To do that, in the drop-down next to Add New Response, click on Batch Export Responses and save the new file. To import, simply open a new file, open the Response Tool panel, and in the drop-down next to Add New Response, click on Batch Import Responses. Select the file you would like to import, and the information from the original file will be imported and ready to customize to your new response. For example, you can change the name of the parties to fit a different case, and hitting Update Information that will be reflected even in the custom objection that you just imported.